Welcome back, my naughty little hamsters. That's right, I said hamsters. My first guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actress whose classic films include Bull Durham, Thelma and Louise, and The Rocky Horror Picture Show. She has 5 films headed for theatres soon, including the new drama Elizabethtown. 5 films? She'll be back. Anyway, Elizabethtown opens October 14th. Take a look at this. Please welcome the incandescent Susan Sarandon, everybody.
I think this has changed since I hosted.
You were a host on this show?
I was a host. We had liquor when I was here.
They didn't give you any liquor?
No, I mean, out here we had liquor.
Oh, really? Well, I'm pretty toasted right now. I'm okay. Did you enjoy hosting this show? Did you like doing it?
I did, but that's because I just told everybody I didn't know what I was doing, so there was no pressure.
Well, that's what I do.
So you can't do that for months and months. You have to have
Apparently
a learning
not.
curve. At some point you have to catch on. No? All right, never mind.
All right, no. Do you think you'd like to be a talk show host? Do you think that? I mean, if this acting thing doesn't work out,
not on a regular basis. We could take shifts or something, but I couldn't.
Yeah. Occasionally, no. I'll go and make a sensitive movie, and you come in and say, yeah, done deal. Now, Lori, what?
How do you envision this sensitive movie?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's only movies that you were going to do. So, for example, the one you won the Oscar for, Dead Man Walking, a fantastic movie, and you played the nun in that movie. I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I couldn't. But something like that, but not as good.
Maybe like a tranny version of that.
Yeah. Do you think it would lose some of the drama from it?
I think it would gain some drama.
Oh, right. Now, you're in one of my favourite movies, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's one of the very... Yeah. Speaking of trannies, exactly.
And they just... Oh, so many people have lingerie in their pocketbooks.
Yeah.
Well, look, they're
Yeah. Oh, no, over here, too.
But I heard you did it.
I did. In the West End of London, in the theatre, for a year, I played Brad Majors.
See, we were just in the wrong place. We could have been like singing together.
No, you were in a much better production. Remember, Brad Majors, the all-American guy? That was the part I played.
So were you in your
See what I'm saying?
underpants and everything?
Yeah, I danced around in my underpants and a little kind of singlet. Do you still get kind of people talking to you about that? Because it's kind of like you join a cult when you do that thing, isn't it?
Hey, don't dream it, be it. Yeah,
I'm
totally there. But I still get fan mail. Well, not fan mail. I still get threats from...
That's not quite the same as fan mail. That's the kind of fan mail I get.
Yeah. Well, saying I've withheld my child's allowance in college. It's time that they stopped going to see this movie. Will you please exercise some authority and write to them and tell them, hang it up.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But it's America's midnight movie, and it's been that way for... When did that movie come out? Like 25 years ago?
No, was it? No, I think...
No.
20. No,
it's about 5 years ago, I think. About 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But do you do any singing and dancing now? Do you ever dance around in your underwear?
Yeah. Do you really fake orgasms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But only when I'm on my own.
I only fake them when I'm paid. Like White Palace, that didn't really happen.
Really?
No. But you probably didn't see that, or this would be too embarrassing a conversation.
Yeah, no, I
don't see that movie.
I don't need to talk to you about faking orgasms, but if you want to talk about faking...
No, I mean, if you want to get, like, ready for your sensitive roles, maybe we should switch to something else in case anybody's watching. Or...
Hey, do you get... Because you met Tim on Bull Durham, where you had some very hot and heavy scenes together.
Oh, well, I had... Yeah, more with Kevin, I think.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Did they get into a fight in real life? Were they getting mad at each other?
You mean because of me?
Yeah.
Well, you know, actually, Kevin was married at the time.
It's Hollywood.
I don't think they got into any fights about me. And anyway, I would just say, oh, come on, you guys.
Do you get jealous if you see Tim doing a love scene with someone when it's very passionate and stuff? Not, wait, you know when you see it in the movie theater?
No, you know, that I kind of feel like I'm buying coupons for me to do things when he's doing
Nice. Very nice. And smart.
Right?
Yeah.
So I give him a lot of rope.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Go on. Have a good time. Act your pants off, literally. Because it'll be fine. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with Susan Sarandon. Welcome back, my lovelies. I'm here with Susan Sarandon.
You have a lot of youngins here, huh?
Yeah, they're crazy for the rock and roll, for the NXS. They love that. Yeah, they like that.
Yeah, my son brought me up to speed on the new guy.
Yeah?
He likes his Vegas song. He liked the Vegas song when he whispered.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
You got 3 kids?
I have 3 kids, but they have very large personalities, so it seems like much more.
I saw your daughter in a terrific movie called Saved. She was great in that movie, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Is she working now? Is she acting now?
Nope, she's in college. She's actually studying in Italy. She's in her 3rd year.
College in Italy?
Well, she was here for 2 years.
Right.
Now she's in a program over there. Brown has a program over there, so I'm going to go see her another week.
That must be hard.
Yeah. But she's doing great, and she's gonna. I think she wants to do this, you know. But she's gonna.
She was great in that film.
She's
just
very
really
good.
She's
very funny.
Did you see that movie?
A couple times, yeah.
I like that movie.
I like when she speaks in tongues. I mean, it's hard what she had to do.
Yeah, no,
and you know what's interesting is that I also spoke in tongues, having sex in that other film we talked about, and so for once I could give her advice about how to speak in tongues when she was
having sex.
In a sexual manner.
You know, it's great.
How many mothers would be able to talk about this kind of thing? Right? For once I knew something.
Good. Are you happy that the rest of your kids
You know what?
going
The only thing I've always been worried about having privileged kids is that they grow up with no passion for anything, and you know they don't have any urge to. Yeah, you know what I mean? And,
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think your kids are very privileged? I keep all good things away from my son. I just make sure. There's a glass of water and some bread, like I have.
How old is he?
He's 4.
That'll get a little tougher as time goes on.
No, you shower them with, well, of course, with everything.
I think as long as they're grateful, then it's okay if they're spoiled a little bit. It's when they take it for granted. In New York, you know, it's very diverse, so you understand where you are, and you can, you know, I mean, in terms of the food chain. And
Did you raise your kids in New York?
Yeah, they're walking the streets. I try to.
They're walking the streets? Speaking in tongues?
I get them out. Yeah. They gotta take the train. They have to, you know, have an allowance. They have to figure things out. I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying to get my 16-year-old to make his own breakfast before school. But you know, it's hard. Just getting them back to school was a nightmare,
well,
right? The first week of school, how horrible is that? They're so used to, see, everyone's doing it.
Well, I didn't go back after I was 16. That was it.
Yeah, but what happened between like 9 and 16? You know, that's where you have to kind of push them.
Can't remember.
No, remember.
No. And then at 16 I left school, and then look what happened to me, 12:30. See what I'm saying? Go to school, get an education.
You figured out what you want. You know, this is the thing. When your kids are very popular in school, they don't have any space to figure out what they're doing when they have everything they need. Especially among guys, the entitlement gene is really strong because you're told the whole world is yours. And, you know, at least with girls, they're told this is going to be very hard. You have to work twice as hard. You know, you're not going to get paid as much, yada, yada, yada. And then these poor boys come along, and the world tells them that it's theirs. And then all of a sudden they hit a brick wall, and they don't know what went wrong, you know, at about in their mid-20s. I don't know. I don't want to scare you guys.
Yeah. No, you think you're having fun now, but it gets really bad. but it'll be all right.
It's hard. It's hard. A friend of mine once said, you know, girls are told to deny their truth and boys to live a lie, and I think there's something to be said for that. Don't think about it.
No, you're right. It's too late for me. It's been lovely visiting with you, Susan.
Oh,
it's lovely to see you. Susan Sarandon, everybody. We'll be right back with Tom Everett Scott. Yeah, look at that.
Thank you. Oh, that is so nice.
Look at you.
That is so nice, and I'm such a bitch in this movie.
Yeah. They don't care about that. It's the body of your work. That's what they're applauding.
Thank you.
I'm applauding the body of your work.
Well, I didn't make an effort. Thank you.
Did just fine.
Thank you.
I'm on a lot of medication right now, but don't...
I think we like you best that way.
Oh, really? I don't know. I'm sorry I didn't, kind of snuggle up a bit more when you came out, but I don't want to... Yeah, all right. Have you had your flu shot this year?
No, I never have a flu shot.
Why not? Wait, shut up, hippie. Why do you not have a flu shot?
That was such an extreme reaction.
I know, to a flu shot, like, yeah, good, take that, Al-Qaeda. What are you doing?
No, I was talking about you.
Oh, sorry.
Do you work for the pharmaceuticals or something?
Yeah, sure. I'm on CBS. Come on.
Right, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I figure the batch that they made from the last year's flu probably doesn't even match this year's flu, and I just try to stay healthy.
Yeah, so do I, but I missed the boat this year for some reason.
You have to stop living so large.
Oh, yeah, of course. Look.
You have to start thinking about your immune system first during flu season.
All right.
Lots of green vegetables. Do you smoke?
No, I don't, actually. Not anymore. I stopped about 10 years ago. Did you ever smoke?
Congratulations. I do periodically in films and things like that.
Do you ever make a film so you can have a cigarette?
If I go to a bar, I get bored, and so sometimes I smoke in a bar.
But did you ever say...
I don't smoke.
Did you ever say, I'll make this film because the character smokes so I can smoke in the film?
I made this film because I was an alcoholic who, was getting to say all those things you never get to say, really. And I'm kind of the guy in this movie.
I did a bit of that myself. What is the movie about then? Tell me about this story.
The movie's about Doris Duke, who was a real person, but we kind of imagined some of her conversations with her butler. She left everything to her butler.
Did they have an affair?
Well, he was gay, so it was probably a little unorthodox if they did. But funny foot needs a funny shoe kind of romance. And
all right.
And I just
was he a clown or something? He retired from the clown business.
I think he would be anything she wanted him to be.
Really?
I think you'll have to see. He ends up in her clothes, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and that was true. We didn't make that up. I just think it's so brave of anybody that tries to be intimate with another person, sex aside, whatever. And it's a very tough thing.
Intimacy requires bravery.
And so anybody that reaches out, no matter what the gender, the age, whatever, and says, I'm going to be vulnerable to this person, I just think is a great story, and that's the kind of movies I'm interested in.
How do you achieve intimacy, then? If you're going to say it requires bravery to achieve intimacy. I don't mean in a sexy, kind of naughty way, although I do a little bit, but not all of it.
I think it's hard work and it's courageous. I think that there's a lot of baggage that you have, but finally, at the end of the day, it's the only thing that really counts is if you've loved someone and someone's loved you, and it doesn't really matter if you have sex or not. Sometimes that makes it more complicated. I know this is hard for you to...
Yeah. It's just the medication. I'm getting something intimacy, boobies, intimacy. I'm sorry. I'm just the way I am tonight. I'm really sorry.
Well, I think...
honestly, you know what? I'm not making...
You're a guy.
I know.
That's what guys are,
Yeah, but I'm not making light of what you say. I don't want to be unfair. I don't want to be unfair, but I don't want to make light of what you're saying. Intimacy requires bravery, which I think is an interesting thought. Doesn't it also require vulnerability?
It takes bravery to be vulnerable.
Does it? Yeah, I suppose it does. But don't you get annoyed at people...
Don't you want to always try to protect yourself? You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to have your heart broken. You don't want people to know the things you hate about yourself. Oh, my God, I'm going to get so emotional. No, I'm kidding. But I think that's part of it, is you don't want to feel vulnerable. You don't want to take the chance that this person could hurt you. Have you been in relationships?
Many.
Because it seems like it's all new to you. I'm just wondering.
It kind of is.
You should watch this show.
I will watch it because I'm interested in the... No,
you actually should have watched it before I came
I did see it. I'm trying to help the audience who haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah. All right, so...
It's very good.
Thank you.
You're very good in it. You do the drunky person, and then you get to know each other later. And what I think is interesting that she left all her... I don't want to give away the end of the movie, but she left all her money to him.
Well, that's kind of public knowledge.
Right.
That part of it. The part that's... it's not really a documentary because there's a lot of things that we couldn't talk about. First of all, because it's not only 2 hours, and secondly of all, we didn't want to get sued. So there are people that come in and out that we really couldn't deal with. So it's really just this love story, this odd little love story set, and this with these... She's funny, right? I'm funny.
Yes, you're very funny.
I'm funny.
Yeah.
And Rafe is really amazing.
He's a very interesting actor, I think. You see him doing lots of very different things. I've seen him doing romantic comedies, and then he was in that very scary serial killer thing that he did. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
but
very
he
good.
did Voldemort. I mean, that's about as scary as you can get. He took his nose off for that.
For real?
No.
All right. I know, that would be really exciting. I took my nose off for the part. Where's my Oscar?
That would make a fabulous junket, though. You could talk about taking your nose off. That would get you through those 4 days of talking about...
Do you hate doing the junkets?
I try, when I'm choosing a film, I think, could I talk about this in a junket for 4 days? And if I can't, then I don't do it.
Is that really...
Seriously.
That's really it?
And can I explain to my kids why I'm doing this? Why they're packing their bags yet again? Yes. And if I can, then I do it.
Do you take the whole family with you when you go and shoot a movie?
Yeah, but they're so big now. You know, when they were little, I just didn't work during the school year. Now that they're bigger, they're like so happy if I leave. They're like, yeah.
We're having a party. What about the... Didn't you go to Africa recently? What was that? I was reading about that.
Well, a couple of summers ago, when Tim was doing something in South Africa, I took the kids on safari, which was pretty funny because you're all stuck in a Jeep. You know, at that time, I guess they were like 20 and, I don't know, 4 years younger. What's that? 16 and then 13.
Right.
And you can't get out or something eats you, so you're in this, that's the rule.
So you were with a 20-year-old and 2 teenagers?
Yeah, the three of us. Tim was working and we were gallivanting around staying in tents.
Did you see any dangerous animals?
We saw every single animal you could. And my kids, you know, they watch so many of these nature specials. It's like, oh, look, the lion just took down the gazelle. Okay, what's next? You know, it's like... Oh yeah, the leopard is there. Oh, that's cool. So what are we going now? You know, it's
Do you think kids get jaded if they have such a kind of? I mean, because this is an exciting childhood for someone. Do you worry your kids will grow up kind of bored?
No, they're full of life and spunk and really funny, and they have a very large view of the world. I think every kid in America should be forced to travel to another country because you kind of, not only do you get a sense of where you are in the bigger picture, but you get a sense of the fact that if you're making decisions about foreign policy in your country, it definitely affects other countries. And we don't really understand that. I mean, 9/11 brought that a little bit. People were like, why, what happened, you know? And then you had to start paying attention to what had gone down 10 years before.
Yeah.
But I think it's great that they see all kinds of people, and they just had seen a lot of those animal specials, those, you know, and so they were like, oh yeah, I realize that. They liked the night vision goggles, and they were, you know.
I have them, but only because Brad Pitt's house is across the thing from me. He's gorgeous. We're out of time. Listen, it is a fabulous movie, and I have seen it. And the lovely Susan Sarandon. We'll be right back. My first guest tonight is an Oscar-winning actress. She's a very, very attractive woman, and I'm talking, wow. She's the type of person you'd move your knitting aside, no problem. She's got a fantastic new film out called Jeff Who Lives at Home, which is in theatres March the 16th. Take a look at this. There may be trouble ahead. Please welcome the lovely Susan Sarandon, everybody. Well, Susan, you look rather well this evening, if you don't mind me saying so.
I don't mind at all. I made an effort.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's paid off in... No, it's good. You look great.
Thanks.
Is your voice very husky this evening, too?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, it's very nice. That's very nice. Now,
I'm sure you can get me revved up and it'll go higher. We'll see.
Oh, no, that one. That. Have you ever made that noise for any reason, ever?
Probably. Sometimes I think I feel in certain situations that I'm making that noise, but then I find out afterwards I didn't.
How do you find out? By the use of recordings?
No, I ask, was I making that noise? And they said, I don't know, I wasn't listening.
That's good, though, if nobody's listening, because...
Very good.
Yeah. I'm kind of going, ooh, inside right now. Tell me about the film, because, as you know, I haven't seen it yet. And the reason why is... Go with the drag tattoo. Oh! Come on!
No, that's no excuse.
No, that is my excuse.
That's
if I
ridiculous.
See... What?
Well, I haven't seen your show either.
You've even been on this show twice. That was just, like, mean.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have a TV. I know your reputation, so that was sufficient.
My reputation?
Yeah.
What is my reputation?
Oh, you have a bit of a twinkle there, don't you?
Only for special friends.
Well, I'm very happy to get that twinkle.
Oh, you're getting it right now. I'm giving you everything I've got right now. This is it.
It's gotten warmer in here. It was so cold in the beginning.
You know, I feel a bit warmer all of a sudden. Has it gotten warmer, or am I ooh, inside? What's the film? Because the film's about a boy who lives at home, Jeff.
Jeff.
See, I have seen it.
Not the robot, but the...
No. Yeah. He's in the dark, I'm afraid.
With the J, not the... it's about a family. It's about Jeff, who lives at home, and this day takes place in one day. And he's a stoner who lives in his mom's basement. And the other son, who's Ed Helms, does everything right, but he's also miserable. And a lot of things happen in this one day. Jeff's trying to figure out the meaning of the universe. I'm in a horrible job that I don't like, and I'm kind of lonely. And Ed...
You're talking about me now. We're talking about me now, right?
And Ed has just bought a Porsche, much against his wife's...
You're giving away the whole movie here.
No, I certainly am not.
No,
that's the setup. You see now, are you at all interested?
Yes, I am. But look, I'm interested anyway. I will see the movie. I will see the movie, as will everyone else. You see? Now,
It's a very good movie.
I've heard
it's very funny. It's as desperation is. And it's about family.
And if you're watching this show, you know about funny desperation.
That's totally up your alley.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's kind of my bailiwick.
I know. You have an amazing amount of energy.
Well, I'm high.
Did they drug test you?
Yeah. I stopped drugs a long time ago, but I kind of think there's still some around.
I'm a New Yorker, so I don't know exactly where they are here.
I can find you some if you need. What do you need?
I don't know. I have a premiere to go to. It can't be too...
Don't want to be too up. Don't want to be too down.
Don't want to be too up, too...
Yeah, no. Advil's what you're
Just
after.
right.
Yeah, Now, your kids, are your kids still at home?
On and off. Well, yeah, my 19-year-old's at school, and he's on the East Coast, so he's home, and he brings a lot of friends. And my next son graduated remarkably in 4 years.
Is that...
I think we have to give him an applause for that.
I don't know what that means. I dropped out of high school. What is it? I swear I didn't.
They know what it means.
Right,
it's not worth discussing. So I will like them at home. My daughter's married. She bops in every now and then, but she's not really living there. And I don't mind at all kids coming home. I think that the problem is just when you have to pick up after them and they don't contribute anything and they expect you to do everything for them.
My kids are like that right now.
They're like, what, 2?
One's just over a year old and the other one's 10.
Well,
he should probably be working by now.
The 10-year-old, definitely. The 10-year-old.
Well, it's getting tough for him now because he's going into the 6th grade soon. That's where it all kicks in.
Is that where... No, 5th grade is when you change classes.
Is it?
I think so.
I should pay more attention, really. I'm a terrible father.
Do you know the school he's in? Do you know which one?
I drop him off there every morning, yeah.
Okay. Well, then you're not so bad.
No, it's fine.
No. Well, when you want them to be home, I mean, the economy's so bad. You can have 2 degrees and you can't get a job, or you could have a job and be laid off, and I think it's really lucky if you have somewhere to go.
Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I would let my kids live in the basement as long as they like. In fact, I'd put them in.
Do you have a basement?
I do not have a basement. That's true. But I've got a wide array of closets.
I think that's illegal to put your child in the closet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no.
But,
do you have a tattoo on your wrist?
I do, and I have one on my back. Big one on my back. That one is A-N-D, for a new dawn, a new day. Just to remind you that you have another chance. Someone does something mean, or you do something stupid. And you have what?
Yeah, I got...
oh, my God.
Yeah, it goes all the way up, right round.
That's sufficient. That's good. Really? All the way up, really?
It goes all the way right round.
Were you in prison?
Sure. No. That is... That's Benjamin Franklin's.
How old were you when you did that?
About 48.
I have one here.
Let me see what you got at the back there. Oh, that is saucy. How far does it go down? Wow.
It's my kid's initials. It's nothing so...
I know, but it's nice, though. It looks great. And then you got all that spine action going on down there. I just totally looked down your dress. You know that? I mean...
It's not the same looking down the back of the dress.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I think you're
maybe
exaggerating a little bit.
No, you've got a very nice spine. You know,
Thank you.
Really, I'm not a chiropractor, but I know sexy when I see it.
Thank you. You have to take a break.
I know. I saw that thing. I kind of ignore it. You want to take a break?
I'm very happy. I mean...
Yeah, I'm good.
How long can we wait before they get really upset?
Oh, they've been upset for about 4 or 5 years now. What he does, you see, is he makes the clock run out about a minute before. He thinks that I don't know, but I know. So I now wait 2 minutes.
When I hosted this show before
Yeah, that's right. You did it, yeah.
We made a martini during the show.
Yeah,
you should
I can't
try
do that.
You
No, I can't do that. No.
Why?
Well, I'm sober. If I start drinking, the commercial breaks will go all over the place.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to bring that up. I just thought since you were drug testing that maybe...
No. I don't. I'm not sensitive about it at all.
Okay.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Susan Sarandon. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with Susan Sarandon. We're out of time, Susan.
Okay.
I say that early because it usually takes a long time for me to finish.
What exactly were you talking about when you just said that?
Well, I was talking actually about broadcasting, you know, and finishing the conversation. But I was alluding, the subtext was I was trying to sell myself as some kind of sexual athlete to you.
Because it takes you a long time to finish?
Well, sufficient time. Not too long. Not like, oh, can I please go on with my knitting? More,
Okay.
what are you doing with your dress there? If it's really bugging you, just take the thing off.
I think when you looked at my tattoo... Oh, thank you. No. You can't take your clothes off once you have grown sons. It's so rude.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. No, they'd get very angry.
When they saw... they did some kind of a thing for me at Lincoln Center, and the kids were younger then, and they showed... You know, they weren't really nudity, but they were... You could tell something must have happened. And when I looked over, and my 2 boys were just like... And my daughter was laughing her ass off. So afterwards I said, well, when everything was finished, the older one, who was about, I don't know, maybe 8, said, did it never occur to you that you might have children? And I said, well, Miles, what do you think? He's like 3 years younger. And I said, well, what did you think? And he said, it was great, Mom, but scarring. And my daughter just thought it was hilarious. So I learned my lesson. I have to be careful from now on. I have no excuse for nudity. That is my excuse, actually. So I don't
well, in
have
that
to
case,
do that
we really
anymore.
are out of time. So, how do you want to finish this? Do you want to do awkward pause? Would you like a mouth organ?
Did we already do the awkward pause?
We kind of would be doing it all night, really.
I would go for the perfected awkward pause.
That's some big talk.
I think we can do it. I think we can do it if we just
You could go for the big cash prize. You do know that, right?
No, I like the idea of, like, reminiscing about something like in high school or some...
All right, then, a nostalgic, perfect, awkward pause. All right. I'm up to it. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets, I think. Susan Sarandon, everybody. Susan Sarandon. Susan.
You got a better studio and a better audience. And
yeah, it's all the better for you being
Thank
here. You look lovely. It's lovely to see you. And listen, I do want to talk to you about this movie, but before I do, can you how do you feel about Katie Couric?
Well, actually, I was just on her show, and I wondered why she was kind of strange when your name came up.
No, really?
I don't understand.
But I love Katie Couric. I don't understand.
Oh, well, did anything happen between you?
No, see, you're even doing it. Does that ever happen? Has that ever happened to you, Susan, in the tabloids?
All the time.
Really?
And I just think it's an art form you have to embrace. It's
kind
fiction. You have to just accept it as fiction. And sometimes they're very creative, like they can make stories out of things that don't exist at all.
Right.
That's very creative.
Yeah, it happened. I am a bit jealous of Katie Couric. She's lovely.
She's very lovely.
Yeah, I'd like to be Katie. I dress up as her sometimes.
That's why you would be very good in Cloud Atlas. Everyone's playing different genders.
Yeah, tell me about this. You play...
You could wear all your wigs. I like your haircut, by the way.
You've said that twice. You really do like this haircut.
Well, I didn't know. I wanted them to know you got a haircut.
Wait. No. What are you doing? You're using your powers of stardom to manipulate the audience away from...
This is communication. This is interaction. You forget now that everyone does video games. This is real interaction. This
is about as much interaction as I want with these people. I want a big fence.
Well, now at Katie Couric's audience, there aren't as many men. So you see, your nighttime, you have a more equal distribution. I'm looking at the demographic
I'd much rather you didn't bring up Katie Couric.
All right.
For I have sour grapes. How do you deal? Do you ever feel jealousy, or are you more evolved than that?
When you feel jealous, you just have to say, "Oh my God, I'm so jealous of that."
And it goes away?
When your friend. Well, yeah. Then it doesn't turn into anything more. You're allowed to feel some envy. I mean, you just don't.
What makes
hold on to it.
What makes you feel envy? Could you think of anything that makes you feel envious of other people?
Well, supposing you saw like a great part, and that's my job. And if there's someone, if you get to, even though she's really good,
right?
You think, oh, I could have really, kicked butt in that part, and it's too bad. But it goes away. It goes away. I also have a little bit of waist envy.
Waist envy?
Yeah, well, after you have a few kids and whenever you go, oh, look at that waist. My daughter has this little bitty waist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean.
She doesn't do any, she's so strong. And she's
she had any kids yet?
Taking kickboxing. No.
Well, there you are,
I know it's not rational, but I have that.
Well, I don't think it is, though, that kind of... Anyway, this is about the film's about that, though, isn't it? Like, you don't let your emotions direct your future and all that kind of stuff.
No, that's not what it's about.
Well, that's what I decided it's about.
And by the way...
That's what Katie called me and said, ask her about that. She was on the show and...
By the way, when I was standing backstage and they said, move because the horse will be coming through here. Like, what is happening?
That makes me so happy that they said that.
Mr. Rogers is back.
No, not Mr. Rogers.
What were we talking about?
Yeah, your movie. You're going to talk about the movie.
Yeah. Okay, what it's about is that... All right, I'm going to try to do this as briefly as possible because it is an abstract. The core of a human being, regardless of their gender, their color, their age, whatever, is all the same. And as you go through life, you affect people. You may not even understand how you affect people, but whether or not it's crime or kindness, everything plays out. Some of the people in this movie are searching for people that they loved or interacted with, and it goes through many stories in many countries and many time periods. And then you get to see people playing all these different bad guys and good guys, and I play a man at one point, and people play women. And
I can see a couple of problems for you playing a man.
It's a very...
No
I'm
envy,
proud. I'm very proud of those problems.
I'm guessing... I'm guessing that they engender a little bit of envy out there as well. You may be having waist envy, but there's booby envy.
I think that women, I love looking at women.
Me too.
So I don't think that's... I think women can be more generous towards... I don't know. I can't speak for women in general, but people are nodding. I think the female body is really glorious. It's less...
Unpleasant
ludicrous.
looking? Yeah.
Some of the aspects of... isolate certain areas of the male anatomy, it's pretty funny.
I have to say, whenever I've seen male genitalia, which is not that often except my own, I have to say, somebody's playing a joke here. This is absurd.
Out of context, it doesn't translate as well as various parts of the female body.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, the film, so it's a reincarnation thing then?
Well, it's not, exactly this person comes back as that person. It kind of, energy can't be destroyed, so where does that energy go? When you lose someone and you see their body, they're not there. So what is that essence of that person? But what it's talking about is how you have to take responsibility, have you understand all the heroes in this movie, none of them start out as heroes. They start out as ordinary people who end up in a moment where they have to make a decision and it has ramifications. And sometimes you don't even know how you're affecting somebody with a random act of kindness or a smile or...
That's why I try not to do any of that. Because you don't know, you might think you're being kind and then suddenly there's a tidal wave or something.
This may not be the movie for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking. No, of course not.
No, it's a beautiful movie.
It does
really
look nice.
Gorgeous, and it's a lot of different movies. But in the very beginning, you're introduced to a number of characters before the credits even come. So if you're the kind of person that when you go to the south of France, you're upset because they don't have hot dogs, this is not for you. Because it's a different kind of a format. So if you don't have an open mind, but you don't have to figure it out.
No, wait.
Let it go over you. You just let it wash over you. And
they have hot dogs in the south of France. I've been to the south of France.
But they're not like they are in New York. Come on.
Well, that's true.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you go into a movie thinking I have to know in the first 2 minutes that I've seen this movie before, it's not a sequel.
Right. Well, then that's you've lost half your audience right there.
Or you could read the book. I'm like when I come here, I'm open. I don't think that we're going to get in a row or I'm just like here.
How could we get in a row?
Well, I've been reading what they say about you.
Oh! Susan Sarandon, everybody! I'm here with my friend Susan Sarandon. We had a big argument during the commercial break, but we're better now, right?
We're better.
We worked through it.
We worked through it.
Yeah.
Our skill set came in handy.
Your skill set came in handy.
My skill set came in handy. Absolutely. In fact, we've made it up, and I've invited him. We're opening a new Spin, which is my ping pong franchise club bar restaurant in downtown LA at the Standard Hotel.
Oh, then I'll be there. You know me.
Well, in December, we'll book it for you.
In December?
Well, because we're opening the end of November, so if you figure out if you want to be joyful and you can play ping pong. You don't have to drink anything but non-alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
And you can have
play
a lot
ping
of
pong?
fun and play ping pong and
It
dance
sounds like
and
it
carry
sounds like
on.
juvie. Is it the...
It's very sexy because you play opposite someone, and it's a very cool. It's not like at the gym. It's got great lighting, and people drink, and there's a DJ, and there's beautiful tables that have these crazy. They're red tables. If anyone plays ping pong, you don't see that. And then there's people walking around picking up the balls for you with T-shirts that say, "Balls are my business."
Yeah, that's
right.
Jeff. Yes.
Yeah. Jeff loves it.
Jeff likes a bit of ping pong.
Oh, man, I think I know what I'm going to be doing in December.
Does Jeff play? Do you play hard bat, or what do you play?
No, I just like picking up balls.
I didn't know you were on that team.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he's very outspoken about being on that team.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Good for him, I say.
So you'll come, I guess.
To the ping pong, yeah, absolutely. Piece of fruit? We're out of time. I thought I could maybe tempt you with something squishy.
Where has that fruit been?
It's come straight from the... I went out to the grocer's today, got my fruit, got my tabloid magazine, and now I'm back. Yeah, that's a dragon fruit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And do you have something to say about this, Mr. Rogers? What is that?
No,
a little ditty you want to sing?
No. I prefer I like this. I'm very fond of these.
Can you... And then, does it, like, explode or anything?
Man, if you can make that work like a grenade, I'd be very impressed.
I like that. That's a very good design.
It's nice, isn't it? And it makes the things around it look bigger. I'm always looking for something like that.
You just... there's nothing that's safe here, is there? No subject.
Not you,
That's
anyway.
what I like about it.
Don't pull that one.
Oh, sorry. What else do we have here? A hairy coconut? There is a lot of people shaving their coconuts these days.
Let me tell you something. I've gone down that particular shaved coconut route, and I have to tell you, a couple of days later, you'll wish you hadn't.
I actually don't like the idea of any of the trimming of coconuts at all. Oh, my God, you're so quiet.
Susan Sarandon, everybody, give her a round. Sarandon, everybody. Hello. Oh, yeah, they're very excited to see you, but not as excited to see you as I am.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm calling you Suzanne Sarandon.
And I am calling you Monsieur Ferguson.
I like that. Keep talking like that.
All right, I will.
All right. How are you? You look great. And
Obviously, I'm in great shape with fish and everything. I'm in
yeah, what's that
this is my
about?
action movie.
It's your famous love of ping pong has led you into the ping pong movie scene. What's going on?
And that's just it. That's what's going on.
Really? You wanted to make a because
Well, it was a sweet script. It's kind of like the Karate Kid except with ping pong, and I'm Mr. Miyagi.
Oh well, okay, got it. Yeah. Fine. I
In
feel
a
like.
nutshell, that's what it is.
And so you wax on, wax off, but with balls.
No, I drink a lot of beer. But that's cute.
I'm just saying.
I drink beer and tell him why I quit being a professional. It's kind of the anti-Mr. Miyagi.
Well, why would one quit being a professional ping pong player? It's what everyone dreams of.
Because you want to have a life and not practice every day. That's what I say.
But
I wanted to have fun, and I decided it was just too much.
Ping pong?
Is this a... Being
People are mystified because they think ping pong is fun, as do I.
No, ping pong is so much fun, but not as a professional, necessarily, unless you're really OCD or something. I mean, these athletes, by the way, has the Ranger game started?
Yeah, it's finished, and everybody's doing great so far. It's game one, who cares? It is game one, isn't it?
It is game one.
Yeah, it's not game
With
seven.
your team.
Well, what is my team?
Are you the... You're L.A., right?
I don't know. Yes. Yes. Are you a Rangers fan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Can we get along? No, I don't. I didn't grow up watching hockey, so I'm not kind of obsessed with it in that way. I would like to see LA doing it again, but you know, it's like I don't really. Did you grow up going to hockey?
No, but my family's really into it. My boys are really into it.
Oh, okay. Well.
And grew up. Not me, but them. They grew up. I didn't.
They grew
grow
up.
with
Well,
my
you
kids.
did the right thing.
Yeah.
You had children. They grew up.
They grew up.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Thank
Do they play ping pong?
Yeah, so everybody plays ping pong, right? How many people had, like, went
No.
played at camp, play in their basement, they play it so easy. It's
Everybody
like,
play. Even Al Qaeda, like, okay, we'll play a little ping pong. But that's it. No more America. Just the ping pong. And
now you're going to get me really in trouble.
Why
I'm
would you
already suspect in some areas. And
oh no, you're fine. Oh, you think like you're trying to destroy America
Yeah,
using ping pong?
again.
No. Come on.
Ping pong,
Do you know,
right? Little girls can beat their dads, and you know it doesn't matter if you're big or a guy. Or I mean, it cuts across gender, age, everything. I love that about it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Like when you
think-
play basketball, you have to stop after a while. And you know when you play basketball that you suck if you can't get in it. If you play ping pong, everyone thinks they're good till they play someone better.
Isn't that life though? You think you're good until you meet something that reminds you you're not?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. I haven't seen you for a while. You've got ping pong
I know, it's
clubs
hard,
now,
our
haven't you?
long distance relationship.
Yeah, no, it's been true. I think we should
I
see
kind
you
of
more
gave
often.
up on that.
You gave up?
I gave up
on
on
me?
you completely. It's too hard to maintain.
Well, I'm getting older. I am.
Well, yeah, every lucky one is getting older.
Well, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
But that
Have I
isn't-
seen this before? Have I commented on this before?
No, I don't know. Have you seen this before?
What, you've got a... Susan Sarandon! You've got a tattoo down your spine.
Wait, I do.
Right. What is it? Oh, may I ask what it is of?
Those are my kids' initials.
right.
But this is A-N-D-A-N-D for a new dawn, a new day.
A new dawn, a new day, was it? See, now I only get tattoos when something momentous happens in my life. Is that when you get them?
I got it to, well, I think waking up every morning is pretty momentous, so that's what that's about.
See, I got this one when I became a citizen. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. See that?
That's when you became, what kind of a citizen?
Well, I became a proud Swedish citizen. What do you mean, what kind of a citizen? I became an American
It
citizen.
looks like the American Revolution or something. Like, that's pretty scary. No, well,
Yeah, well, that's what the...
how far up does it? Well, I don't
Well,
want
it's
to
all the way around. It's just snake all the way around.
all the way around.
You start... See there?
How long did that take?
Well, how long do you want to take?
I like it slow, actually.
Okay.
And gentle.
Gentle?
Gentle.
The whole time?
Yeah, remember that song, Slow Hand? I like that song. I
Okay,
like
got it. Yeah, know where you're going, yeah. Never get a tattoo here.
Oh, yeah.
No, just right on your hand there.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
then
say-
never have a baby either. That hurts.
Wait. It's not a competition.
I don't know why you're applauding.
Yeah, why would you applaud that? There's absolutely no way I'm going to have a
Because
baby.
it's true, it does hurt. And all these women that are nodding, good for you, you did it. Yeah.
Good for you for having babies.
Good for everyone for having a mother.
Yes, absolutely. Well done, America.
Yes.
What about when my kids were born? I was there. I saw what was going on, and I was not prepared. I thought the baby came out. The baby is one of many things that are going on. There's like a whole circus.
It's very sci-fi. That's
It really is.
my daughter's having a baby in August, and I'm going to be there.
You're going to be a grandmother?
I am, and this is my grandma's
I'm trying to keep
name.
my head away from here, but all right, what do you got?
My grandma's name. My grandma's name is Honey.
What? That's your grandma's name, or that's your grandma's name?
No, that's the name that the little baby's going to call me when the baby can say it. They're going to call me instead of Grandma.
Take your hand away. It's fine. You're ruining the view. Honey? You've decided
Honey.
You're going to be called Honey?
It's a southern designation, yeah. I was trying to think of something different. Everybody's, yeah.
Honey. Yeah, I like it.
That's good, right?
Yeah, yeah. I believe you're a grandma.
And my daughter just had this made for me because she just had her baby shower in New York this past weekend.
And then she's having the baby soon.
August.
Yeah, that's soon-ish. Yeah. And this will be the first time then you're...
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, good. I'm amazed, kind of, I guess. That's what... You don't look like any grandma I've ever seen.
Wait until you see Tammy. I'll come back for that. Then I play her grandma, Melissa McCarthy's grandma.
Oh, really?
A drunken, pill-popping grandma.
Why are you always playing drunks?
It's the first drunk I played. Now I've played 3 in a row, but that was the first. That's the first one that's coming out. 2 more after that. But this one I just drink beer. I'm not a drunk. I don't think. Not really.
That's called denial, Susan.
I don't know what happened. I just got 3 in a row where I was addicted to booze and alcohol. Yeah. And I don't even like to drink. I don't drink.
Neither do I, but
yeah,
that's because I am addicted to it. Yeah. We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Suzanne. We're back.
Are we really?
Yeah. We're back here again.
Fast.
Yeah, we were
Did
just
you
talking
overhear
about...
any of that we just said?
No, they didn't hear any of it.
No, okay, fine.
You didn't hear any of it, did you? Well, we're out of time.
Okay.
Do you want an awkward pause or want to make out or something?
Is it an awkward make-out and an awkward pause?
I think if we make out, it'll get awkward, yeah. Well, but I'm willing to take that chance.
I think maybe I'd like to just know what the Rangers are doing first before I...
Well, let's have a think about that. Nothing so far? It's nothing so far.
Anybody score yet? Nobody scored
so
yet?
far.
Nothing so far.
Nobody scored so far.
Then we just have an awkward pause.
Okay.
If they had scored, I would say make out because then you have something to celebrate.
I think they just scored.
We should actually think of someone to write a movie for us. Why don't you do that when you're free?
If they write a movie for us, we could make out in the movie and then it doesn't count.
That's
we're
exactly.
acting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm into that.
Have somebody write something or you write something.
Okay.
Right? That would be fun.
I'll get right on it.
All right. What do you want to play?
I'm going to play. I'm just going to make some notes. You're going to play Honey.
All right.
A notoriously promiscuous drunk.
All right. What's my character's arc?
You get sober but remain promiscuous.
I like that. Right. I like that.
And I'll play Chad.
Hanging Chad?
Yeah, I'm Chad, a reformed porn star.
Well, Chad has to have a real name that's not so ridiculous. Oh, sorry, anyone that's Chad. But
Chad's all across America like, oh, come on!
I don't know.
All right, I'll be called Randy then. Randy, a reformed porn star. I got my notes ready. I'll get started on it.
But what is your arc? What is your arc?
Well,
Randy.
I have been. You know was it Kipling that said promiscuity desensitizes you? But what happens is that through true love with Honey, the reformed drunk, Randy becomes sensitive again and
but
stuff.
Not celibate.
No, man, no. He's Randy Chad. Or Chad Randy, I don't know. Look, can we get out of here? We're done.
All right.
Susan Sarandon, everybody.